Okay, in this video, I'm going to show you how to make a remote recording interview podcast fast and easy. So in Podsplice, you just go over to the interview tab, and this is going to be a little different. Okay, so I'll have to pick my, let's see, my camera, my eMeet. There you go. So I'm talking there. There's me, and then there's going to be a guest. But this is a tutorial. This is a little different. I'm actually using the Pods Place screen recording part to make this video. And so normally you would want to contact a guest and then talk to them for a podcast and then record on the bottom. But for this uh, example, this tutorial, I will create an invite link just to show you how to do it. You'll see, okay, so invite link copied. We have it here. You can share it with a guest. In this case, we're not going to call the guest because I want to show you what the guest, um, their interface looks like. So this is all browser based. So we're just going to send them if we sent them by email or WhatsApp or text message, whatever. So you would send them this link so you can talk to them. So I'll paste that. And there you go. So you'll see it here. You pick your camera or microphone. Let's see. There you go. And there we go. So that's it. So that would be it. And then they join the interview. So I don't know. It's weird because I'm calling myself to the same interview. I'll do it, but I'm not sure if it'll work. And there you go. Um, that's okay. I'm just gonna close it because as you can hear, it was a bit echoey because I was talking to myself in the same camera, which you probably aren't gonna do. So that would be a guest right there on this side. And the cool thing about Pod Splice, if you've ever used remote recording software, is a lot of them you have to have like other things that you have to have a guest to download. This is totally browser based. So you just send them a link and then they can go and you can have a conversation and record everything everything that you talk about. It'll make a video, and you can also share your screen. And the difference between Podsplice and other remote recording software is that you can share things like YouTube videos for reaction videos, and it records system audio. So that's the biggest difference between Podsplice and other remote recording software is that like some of them work great, like a double ender where they record locally both sides, but then you can't share system audio, so you can't watch a YouTube video together and then talk about it. So Podsplice, you can do that. I wish I wasn't frozen in this position, but I am. Not a big deal. So that's the idea. So you record locally in high quality for yourself and the guest. And then after the video is done, you just save and then you will go to the editor and then you can process the video, edit a little bit, or download all the files separately, all the different tracks in high quality, or you can just produce a 4K video right there. So I'll show you what it looks like in a second. And so you can also share your screen, have a little chat with your guest. But that's it. It's very simple. This is the first version of the podcast recording software. I'd love you to, if you try it out, let me know what you think. If you have any ideas for improvements, I certainly do. But it's very simple. I want to keep it simple, especially for guests, because a lot of times they're not familiar with the software. You want to make it very easy. They don't need to download anything and it just works. Okay, so let's assume you recorded it. I'm not going to record myself right now as a screenshot, but after you save it, you will go to an editor that looks something like this. I just did an example, and then you can process the video in 1080p, 4K. Short. You'd probably use the longer videos if you're using a bigger one for a podcast because it does it in better quality, and then you process the video. And that's the whole idea. So, and then your tracks will show up at the bottom. And this is again the difference between Podsplice and other recording software is you see all the different tracks at the bottom, and you can download these individually and then edit later on your favorite editor. So this is the host camera video, microphone, a screen share video, screen share audio, and then the guest video, and then the guest audio. So that's all you do. So you can cut it if something simple, you would cut the selection right there once you cut it, and then you just process it, and that's it. So you already made a full quality podcast, and it's a very simple process. We wanted to make it easier than a lot of other recording softwares, especially things like OBS that work great, but there's a bit of a learning curve, and you have to download the software. You have to put it on your computer. And if you wanted to do a high quality remote podcast, you would have to have your guest do the same thing. And of course, many guests simply don't want to do that. It would just be too difficult to do it. So we wanted to make an easy software where you can do high quality remote podcasts. And that's the idea. So try out podsplice.com and let me know what you think.